extreme. But you can get there, I promise. How you can joyfully overcome panic and truly believe in yourself. I've worked with women for almost 12 years now. First started as a life coach. Now I am a femininity coach, love coach, intuitive, all of those things, specifically because I'm going to be sharing with you today from my intuitive side. As a psychic, I've noticed, and I developed this over the years because I've been very committed to internal peace. Okay. So I want to share with you today specifically how you can overcome panic and truly believe in yourself. Imagine that you're walking through the world with peace, not doubting 40, 20, 55% of the time, not having anxiety. And it's really going to click, and you can actually release anxiety from, here to say, your bones. This stress response that goes into overdrive that makes you panic all the time. Now, the issue with panic is it's not just a nervous system thing. It's not just something that's happening within the body. It can be spiritual too, because people can send you psychic attacks. You can have monitoring spirits around you. You can have people that are trying to block your energy fields to get you to be confused and stressed out. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit of both. And I'm also going to be offering an opportunity for you to join, well, two events. Today I have a clearing event with your angels, spiritual event on clearing not enoughness, feeling enough. And actually both things work together, because the other one that I'm going to be offering is going to be a 3-part clearing event. It's going to happen next weekend. And I don't need to shrink to mention that. It's just there's a stressor that I have around short attention spans, and that's part of a collective idea to make you not trust yourself. So because people's attention spans are so like I like kind of like how my mom used to say that I took a fast reading course, my grades got lower because you're not as present as you need to be in life. And specifically if you've had a lot of trauma around that. I'm not saying that everybody that took a course, but there's different ways to learn, and it's good to strengthen your capacity in all of them. So if people are creating, an environment to shorten your attention span, that's never good. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. And it hinders you and it impacts your self trust, and then you're having FOMO and a lot of panic, and acting out of panic is not good. All right, so I hope that clicks. Like acting out of panic is not good. So the event on clearing is peaceful, calming, having and helping your aura embody more trust and also self-esteem. Trust yourself no matter what, and also clear up the psychic attacks from people. Hello there, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Then that event is going to be on the 4th, the 5th, and on the 8th, and it's going to be 222. All right, the one for today is 99, the other one is for 222. So I'm going to leave it like that. If you want to join me today and just feel something special and shift and see results in your life, then please do so. So let's go into the topic, because people judge a lot when you're not trusting. Like, you judge a lot. It's like, oh, she's talking about money, oh, she's doing this, and it's not going to be good. You're not open vibrationally. So that's what I want to talk to you about. Panic running through your system comes from a lot of different things, but in order to overcome it, you have to understand how debilitating it actually is, and that it's not okay to normalize it as a part of your day-to-day life. As an intuitive, as a psychic, and as somebody that works on the energy fields and on the nervous system and reprogramming, I notice that there's a conglomerate of thoughts that are behind some of the things that give you panic. If you do not become emotionally adept to understand your feelings, it might look like you're just having a regular day, and then boom, you're having a panic attack, and you don't necessarily know why. Okay, but I promise you, meaning 80% of the time, there is a thought or a series of thoughts or feelings and emotions that are behind it. This is particularly true if you have an avoidant attachment style, or even if you have an anxious attachment style. You know maybe the triggers. If you're an anxious, avoidant, not so much. You avoid them, okay? So wherever you fall in the spectrum of avoidance or anxiousness, and I promise you this video is going to change your life, okay? That's me picking up some of the panic because it's outside of the collective. The collective is trying to make you feel panic and to not be able to share a message. So here's what I wanted to say about this. If you are have an avoidant attachment style, you've got to take more responsibility of your feelings and release a lot of blame, okay, from your energy field. This is, I'm not bypassing the trauma or the pain or the abuse you've experienced. All I am offering you is one of the things that I see actually releases a load from someone's energy field and it helps them think and process better. Okay. Yes, of course. Yes, I experience panic. Most definitely, I do. And what I can offer you is an opportunity for it to go less, less, and less so that you become more centered. Because I trust myself, but it wasn't always that way. I've always been very confident as a kid, and I've experienced a lot of abuse. I had CPTSD, and I was able to work on that and heal the CPTSD through the methods that I am mentioning to you. So, hello there. It's nice to see you. And I'm from Panama. So, anyways, so I had CPTSD. I had a lot of panic running through me. All right. A lot of panic running through me. And I was able to heal it by working on my nervous system, shifting the identity that I was building about myself. But I'm hearing, let me not start with that. First, I had to, like, when you're an avoidant, like, or you have an avoidant attachment style, it's really good for you to clear blame from your aura, but also your nervous system, because it's like the inner child that feels like their parent or whoever mistreated them changed the direction of their life. So there can be a lot of blame attached. And you feel like because of them, I cannot do this. Because of them, I am hurt. Because of them, I lost X or Y or Z opportunity. Because of them, I cannot be fully sovereign in my life. It's like you have to hold on to the pain or the blame in your energy and in your nervous system. So I'm offering, like I said, I'm not bypassing the pain you experience. I'm offering a shortcut so that you can start to feel more in your body, more centered, okay? Because when you go through a therapist, maybe you're addressing a lot of different things first. But what I've seen in the energy field is that there's a lot of blame and hopelessness, okay, attached to it. Now, you can be, like I said, you can be very, like, super strong, like in career and business, like you're doing really well. And I know that there's a clash when I use the words like hopelessness or anger or blaming, because you're like, no, no, I don't do that. Consciously, you're not, but energetically, there's something about it left. Okay. So remember, and you might not know this, but the conscious mind only rules like 10% of what you truly believe. So you're operating on a day-to-day basis based off your conscious mind, but your subconscious and your nervous system is running the entirety of the rest of what you are really believing, and it can be suppressed. So you might not see it, but just because something is suppressed, it doesn't mean that it's not creating chaos or panic over your life. So you have these moments where the energy just comes up, and and you're like, you don't know what's going on, and you like react and panic, because of the abuse. It's like your nervous system got used to the abuse or the stressor, and then you don't trust enough. Okay, so pay attention to the words that I'm saying. Welcome to everybody. This is a really powerful video. I'm sharing even how I overcame CPTSD with this video. So I've had a lot of panic in my life, and I'm sharing with you how I've been able to reduce it to, I don't know, 15% over where it was, which was like 89%. Now I walk in life more comfortably, and I'm also committed to lowering it even more. And because I'm not going to cap my capacity for my self-trust, and neither should you. All right. So this is critical because when you have an avoidant attachment style, I'm going to speak about anxious. You have an avoidant attachment style, or you're ambivalent, you are numbing a lot of your feelings. I'm getting to say that the anxious feels a lot of their feelings a lot, even though the anxious can still have suppressed feelings or thoughts and emotions that they're not aware of. Okay. When you're numbing, you're not aware, and it makes you reactive, and it just makes you feel like you're suffocating. You don't want to be around people. You don't want to process, but I hear that's still panic. Okay. So, like I said, your conscious mind is not all that is happening. Clearing it out of, reprogramming it out of your aura and your nervous system, which are two different separate things that I offer, but clearing it from the aura could also help the nervous system. Because I've had moments like that. There was a panic that I used to feel here in my chest. It was like a line, a straight line. And it was like a repetitive thought. I was just doing stuff because I've been ambivalent. And then I would just feel like this pang here. And then I cleared it with the help of my angels from my energy field. And I never had that particular pain show up in my life again. Never. It's been like 10 years. Never had it. Okay. Others do require kinesiology, different modalities to really tweak the belief from the nervous system, and I offer both. It really depends. The more you strengthen your capacity for trust in your aura and in your nervous system, the easier it is for you to let go of beliefs that affect you or that affect you, that debilitate you. Okay, when you have a strong aura full of self-trust, self-guidance, one that is very peaceful, and a nervous system that trusts peace, that knows that it's going to be okay, it's a lot easier to let go of pain and to kind of inject it with joy and attract positive things. It's good to, I hear, to help your nervous system remember that it can trust itself, that it doesn't have to be in a battle consistently and all day long. Your nervous system is struggling with releasing control because it's on a loop thinking that the pain is going to happen again. You got to train your nervous system to trust that the pain is over, okay? And that it can go into rest and repair. But if you're in overthinking mode or if you numb out, then it feels like the threat is still around, okay? So this is important to understand that you cannot shift this totally here because it takes a lot of energy. Your mind cannot override your nervous system. Like your nervous system indicates to your brain like so much of what to do and what to think and what to believe. So you're thinking, you're shifting, you're reading and you're reading and you're reading and you're watching videos and you're thinking and you're trying to do affirmations and it's not totally clicking. But maybe for a girlfriend it does. Maybe for a friend it does. And you're like, how come she did this affirmation track on YouTube? Or how come she did this and her life is just flowing? Maybe she didn't. She has a different relationship to trust than you in her nervous system. And also, she might have not gone through some of the things you went through. It doesn't mean that the video is bad. It's actually really good. If you train your nervous system to trust again and your aura to trust again, then from there, you can watch the video and you're going to be here making a lot of money, receiving a lot of love and attention because you're helping your nervous system to trust the energy of love. Maybe you developed this since you were a kid. Most of us did. And love wasn't safe growing up. So what did your nervous system do? It was like, man, if love isn't safe, then what is? Panic. Control. They're trying to control me. You know what I mean? Like I have to beg to get what I want. That's a key critical belief, believe it or not. And it can be very suppressed within somebody. So you're like, I have to beg, man. I don't like beg. And I hate this. And I'm very angry at this. And why isn't love easy? Like I thought I was loved. And your nervous system can get looped there. So then you're 30, you're 40, you're 60. And you're like angry or becoming bitter or something like that or frustrated because you never gave your nervous system the opportunity to feel genuine love, even outside of interacting with people. It's like you had to beg or go outside of yourself to get love. So sometimes I'm hearing it's like performance anxiety. You feel panic because it comes from childhood years when you were in school and you were mocked and or you were, I'm hearing like physically abused, if you get what I mean, after you got a bad grade. So you're like, I don't really want to go for things because I'm going to get hurt. You can have a belief that's stuck in your nervous system about that or in your aura. So once you release that from your aura, from your chakras, from your energy systems, and your angels can help you with this. And that's the two sessions that I'm offering. One is called Peaceful, and the other one is today, I Am Enough, Clearing Not Enoughness. So, and the details are below, and I would love, 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 love for you to join me in clearing this experience. And the other thing that I wanted to say is also it can be manipulation from the outside. Think about this. We were trained, specifically like millennials, I would say, to be the best. That is a panicky thought. Like it creates a lot of anxiety because you feel like if you're not the best, you're not going to get love. You're not going to get approval. You're going to disappoint someone. So you can have deep down in your psyche, in your nervous system, in your aura, believe, I'm going to disappoint someone. So you either, that shows up in different ways for different people. You sabotage, right? Or like you start something and you stop it. For whatever reason, I'm talking to two people here. You start something and you stop it. Like you're afraid of success because deep down you feel like you're going to disappoint people and your nervous system doesn't know how to, deal with the energy of disappointment. Either feeling like you're a disappointment or that you're going to disappoint someone, or I know it sounds like I'm repeating itself, but that's what I'm hearing, that the nervous system, like I'm trying to say that the nervous system is like a fear that they're going to be disappointed in you. I'm not repeating myself, I promise. So, so this is critical for you to become enlightened about. Like you need to break that cycle of fearing disappointment or believing that you're going to be a disappointment. And like I said, this could seriously happen when you were 5 and you suppressed it. So you could be doing really well. And I hear there's a point where you start to feel maybe envy or panic. You're like, but why is it that this other person is doing really well? Like I would go for things. You might have been an overachiever growing up. That doesn't mean that you don't have panic. A lot of what could have, propelled like that overachieving tendency was panic of disappointing someone. So having so much constant fear in your nervous system, I want to give you peace that you can rewire it. And the answer is some TLC, some loving, and helping your nervous system trust, helping your aura trust. Oh, and I was forgetting. You can also have the input of other people. Like as I was saying, millennials were taught a lot to be the best. And this is a narcissistic programming. It's not teaching you to be the best that you can be. It's teaching you to be the best amongst all people. And if you were trained to become the best at all costs, no matter what, and never taught to like yourself, that can create a lot of panic and nervous, like break, like it's like you're creating a nervous reaction within yourself. It's like you feel like I'm never the best. I have to be the best. So you cannot be in community. Remember, narcissism is it's an antisocial, personality trait. So it doesn't teach you how to be in society without competing, right? So let's say, I'm not saying that everybody that was taught that is a narcissist, I'm clarifying, but it could have created an absence of self within you where you judge yourself a lot, okay? And then you become a danger to yourself because you're exposing yourself to narcissists that can actually see your beauty, your radiance, your confidence, and see what you're capable of, and they will try to destroy you because you do not see yourself clearly. And you have to see yourself clearly. You have to be able to see your beauty, your radiance, your confidence, feel at peace with who you are, and no matter what, go for what you really want and not cap yourself or stop yourself because you feel guilty, you feel like you're unapproved of, you feel like you're going to be punished if you go for things. These are some of the belief systems that can be running in your nervous system or in your aura. So, this does require for you to put in time, effort. This doesn't just disappear out of like out of the blue. I'm here to tell you, if it didn't disappear and you're like 30, 40, 50, 60 on its own, like you got to put some work into this, okay? And some money into this or whatever it is. Because you're like, some women can have this fantastical notion that it's just going to disappear. But that's also a survival and stress response. It is, okay? You're going into like kind of like a daydreaming fantasy world, trying to soothe yourself. But you got to put your 2 feet in the ground and realize that if something is going to change, it's actually you. right? And not just wait to see, because that's also a programming that a lot of women we've been trained, like the damsel in distress thing. Just wait for your knight and arm, like, just wait for him. And the energy of waiting is actually something that I see impact a lot of women, specifically because you were programmed even as a girl to think good girls wait. So you equate waiting with being good enough, and you're just in a waiting cycle. So so sometimes these people, just because you were taught to be the best, but you're hard on yourself, other people actually have a maladaptive trait, which is that they actually become narcissists. It's like you're either have an absence of self that makes you abandon yourself and feel a lot of panic and stress. And you got to learn how to be there for yourself and show up for yourself and live your best life, not just kind of cope or like dare yourself to make yourself happy, to be satisfied and to reach your goals so that you are satisfied, right? And then on the other end, like this teaching to be the best can make somebody, or not makes, but it's like the genesis for somebody to become a narcissist. And they do see how beautiful you are, or how good you are, or how great you are. And they try to psychically attack you or physically attack you, and try to make you doubt yourself, I hear, or trip or slip. So there are people in your life that can try to make you doubt yourself. This is more often than you should. I'm here to tell you a lot of bosses do this because they want the power play to being your boss and they don't want you to be their boss. All right, deadpan. So you cannot walk around as a woman just being like, I don't know. I want to see the good in that person. Oh no, they cannot be all that bad. That's your fawn and your freeze response. These people out there are willing to do everything to take you out. So it starts just as a thought. It could be like that loving, caring friend that's always asking how you're doing and tries to kind of like be vampire-ish around you, and she wants you to do exactly what she says all of the time, and when you don't do it she tries to punish you. That's an example. And then for whatever reason, every time you're around her you feel like you have a headache, you feel kind of dizzy, you feel like constricted, you feel like you cannot breathe. That's a panic attack. So please be mindful of these things. There are people who just envy your looks, they envy your weight, and they send you psychic attacks, try to block your third eye and your chakras. And for those of you that are here, I'm talking in all areas of how to detect what's causing panic, whether it's coming from trauma or or if it's coming from an external source from somebody. So you might be feeling really good, and for whatever reason you're just not shining as you used to. Things are not going really well for you. That could be a panic attack that's still connected to your energy field. And because you're a logical person, or because you want to believe in good, you don't kind of clear your aura like you shower every day, and you're not aware that you need to do that. You need to take care of your energy, because people try to project to you their bitterness, their confusion, their angst. They're secretly competing with you even if they're 60 years old. All right. So clean up your aura so that you believe in yourself at all times, that you are peaceful, that you can experience peace running through your aura and your nervous system. And you will start to see breakthroughs happening in your life. Like a lot of doors that you wanted to open up, they will open up. Learn how to master being peaceful, and present, and learn more about energy so that you can let go of the pain, the doubts, the disappointments in your aura. I'm also here to tell you, you can hold disappointments in your aura as a form of chastising yourself, even if you're really successful, and it's excellent to release that. So the event that I have today called I Am Enough, it helps you release a lot of programming around competition, not feeling enough, disappointments from yourself and your aura. And like I said, it's the details are below. You can just join. I would love for you to join. And there's a new event, clearing event, that I'm also doing with your angels. All of them are going to have recordings, so you can re-listen to them as however many times you need to. And the other event is called Peaceful. We're going to be releasing outside programming and the places where you learn to not trust, and that's creating panic for you in your life. And we're also going to be programming the positive, which is peace, serenity, tranquility, self trust. All right. So, yes, the details are there. There are going to be recordings. These events are non-refundable, but you can also go to my website to see the testimonials that people have written over the years. I'm an expert at this, sincerely. And also, I'm somebody that's humble, that would love to help women feel more confident and believe in themselves, sincerely. So I hope that that connects, and please share it with a girlfriend. And I'm sending you much love. Take care and healing.